How do I say this? The entire Bible is about black people. Not only was Jesus black, but every character in the Bible seems to be black too. Yeah, Zephaniah and Jeremiah and Jebediah, those all aren't white people names, okay? And Jesus wasn't some tan, partially melanated Middle Eastern person either. I'm talking straight up black dude, okay? Even in the book of Revelation, when you get the vision of Daniel, he's describing someone with feet like burnt brass and white woolly hair, and we've got the deep running water voice with the red eyes, and you guys, he's black. The Jewish people are black people, like Kanye was right. And those people yelling at the park dressed in purple about black people being the real Hebrew Israelites, they're right, okay? Like, anytime you see the word Hebrew or Israelite or Jew in the Bible, in your mind, you got to replace that with black person. So the whole Bible is going to make a lot more sense to you once you start reading it like that. But you need to let this get settled in your heart now before you get up there. So, I mean, they were literally whipping him on his way to get crucified, you guys. Crucifixion was a punishment, like, for slaves back then. And gladiators. And all the gladiators were black, too. Did you know that? Like, you guys, he was sold for 30 pieces of silver. That was the maximum amount of money that a slave could be sold for. Oh, just coincidence? Above his cross, it says INRI. They were like mocking him. They were saying it says this is the king of the Jews. They're saying, like, here's the king of the black people. Look what we did to him. Why does the KKK burn crosses, you guys? The racist KKK. It's just, black people rejoice. You are God's chosen people. Like, I mean, those are some big shoes to fill, but be honored. Like, feel good about that. Like, how cool. Anyway, see you later. Jesus was black.
Year 2019. In the middle of my praying and fasting unto the Lord, I was revealed from the Lord, the Most High God of Israel, that I myself was a descendant of Abraham through bloodline. When that was revealed to me, I spent 2-3 weeks feeling so angry and joyful at the same time. I didn't know how to feel. My whole world, as I knew it, went crumbling. I started to question everything that I was taught, everything that I've learned. I've started to question everything in my life. That is when my true identity in Christ began to reveal upon me. I started to really understand who I was in Christ. When I knew where my history, where my ancestors, where who I am in Christ. My eyes began to open as I began to reread the Bible for what it was. The whole Bible made sense to me, finally, when I finally knew the truth. We have pastors in the 501-c3 churches who are keeping this truth from us. They are puppets. They're not supposed to tell us this. They're not going to tell us this. But the Lord, just as he promised in his word, that he is going to awake Jacob. Jacob will awake. Jacob will arise. Because Jacob's trouble is coming. A lot of people who still don't want to believe, or because the lie has been inside of us all of these years, and thinking that Christ was a different race. We've grown up with this lie in the church, and it's so hard to unbelieve it. It's so hard to unsee. It's so hard to believe the truth, but it is what it is. And these pastors in the churches are not going to tell you the truth. It is your job to find out the truth for yourself. They try to lie to us, but the Lord is revealing the truth within us. The Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, is speaking. He is revealing. The God of truth is revealing truth to all of us, all throughout the world. The awakening is happening. They cannot stop the awakening, no matter how much they try to cover this truth. We have celebrities. The Lord is using even celebrities now. He is awakening up the Gentiles. Every nation will know this truth. We got Freemason pastors, for example, Geno Jennings, and others like him, who are nuzzled, who are puppets under the government, under the contract of 501-C3, who are not going to tell you this truth. Got people saying to me, oh, it doesn't matter if Jesus is this, Jesus is that. That may be true, but it does matter on where you came from, because there are prophecies written in the word concerning Israel. If you don't know who you are, if you don't know where you came from, then you don't know where you are going and what's going to happen next concerning you. And if it really didn't matter, they wouldn't have hid this truth. They wouldn't have made the whole entire world believe that Yahushua HaMashiach was a different race than what he really actually was. If it really didn't matter, then they wouldn't have went this hard to try to hide this truth from us, to try to rob our culture, our inheritance, who we are as a people, our language, our history, everything that's written in this word. Replace Hebrew with black. Everything written in this word. They wouldn't have went this hard. They wouldn't have went this hard if it didn't matter. It does matter. It is time for you to unlearn everything that you've learned from the church. It is time for you to seek truth from your Father, from your Creator. It is time to know His real name. It is time to know your history, who you are, your identity in Christ and Yahushua HaMashiach. It is time to come back to how it was in the beginning. It is time to come out of Babylon. It is time to come out of Babylon and come into Zion. And if any one of my Caucasian brothers and sisters who's my viewers or subs, if you get offended after watching this video, then you may have to question yourself to see if you may have a little stench of racism within you. Because all of these years, the black folk, we grew up thinking that Christ was Caucasian, okay? And we loved him just the same. So now if you finding out the truth gets you upset, then you may have something within you that does not belong, okay? My name is Sister Mildred. I am not black, Crayola black. I am not African American, no. I am Hebrew. My nationality is Hebrew. That has nothing to do with religion. I have no denomination attached to me. I am just a child of Yah. And my nationality is Hebrew. I know who I am. I have been revealed by the Lord himself of who I am. I am a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Thank you for watching. Come out of Babylon. Shalom.